Hey everyone, this is Maurice. Going to go through the JLab Epic Bluetooth earbuds. So here's the case. Open it up, and here you go. So you'll get the case, okay, and you'll also get 6 tip sizes, cable management clips, and a case. That's what comes with it. Let me just pour this out real quick. So it's really just a lot of tips. You get from small to large. Got the cable management clips right here. So you got like the regular tips and you have the double flange tips as well. See that? So let's put that off to the side. And here's the actual JLab Epic. Okay. Very soft to the touch right here. Feels very good in the ear. Okay, let's take off the flange and then I'll put on my spin fit tips. This is what it looks like. This is actually very, very short, but there's this notch, so it's actually not too bad when you're putting on third-party tips. So it's actually not a problem for me. Okay, so let's get out the spin fit tips. Put those on. Okay, let's see. Nice and easy. So the diameter is a little bit wider than your average in-ear nozzle. So it goes on though, see that? So it's not really that much of a problem. Okay, it might just take you a little bit longer to get it on, but see, there you go. Ooh, my tips are falling. No worries though. Keep it rolling. All right, let's push this off to the side a little bit. Okay. So many tips. So yeah. Quick specifications, IPX rating, IPX4, battery life 10 hours, which is good because most Bluetooth in-ears now are only lasting, a few hours. So this lasting for about 10 hours that I've observed as well. It's actually very, very good. Driver size, 8 millimeters. Actually really good as well because other Bluetooth in-ears are like 4, 6. So to have this at 8, really helps out. I think in the end result for a very good sound as well. A Bluetooth is 4.0 with aptX. So if you're on Android devices and such, you're gonna benefit with that extra sound clarity with the aptX as well. And it also includes 3 months of 3 free months of Rock My Run Rockstar. Okay, so these are actually on sale for now. 79.99, so it's $20 off. And you can get this in white and blue and gray colors. Now, they did offer a black, but on the website, on the JLab site, you can't get it in black. It's all sold out. And even when I got this to review, black wasn't available, so I was sent a white one, which is actually kind of cool because I don't have any white Bluetooth in-ears until now, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's cool. I like that a lot. And then if you take a look right there, see that L? Very easy to tell, which side is which. What I do, a little cheat sheet, is for these types of in-ears, I look and it goes to the left, so that means it's for the left ear. If this points to the right, it's for the right ear. So I like that. That's cool. So let's see. So the applications or the sources that I used was the iPhone 6 and the Microsoft Surface Book. Very easy to pair, not a problem at all. No issues with that regard. You just push and hold right here, and then that's gonna search for it. So let's push and hold. So that's gonna turn on. And then if you hold it more, see that? It's gonna go into pairing mode. Super easy, right? So let's turn that off. Okay, and that red means it's off. This is for volume up, volume down, hold it to track forward, track backward. Pretty easy. Here's the mic right there. See that right there. So it's very comfortable, light at 15 grams. Okay. And it's very, very comfortable. The fit isn't too bad. It's not perfect. There's times where it doesn't like stay in my ear with a lot of those tips. So I had to put the spin fit tips, which gives me that extra little bit of length and play with the tip. So it fits in my ears a little bit better because, of course, the right side has cauliflower due to wrestling. So there's times where that side is a little bit tougher to get a sufficient fit and seal. Okay. Be very easy to power, not that difficult. And it reaches top volume, and at that top volume, it can hurt your ears if you listen at a prolonged volume. It's not going to be super duper loud, but it's going to be loud enough to where it can definitely damage your hearing if you keep it at full volume, say like on your iPhone 6, right? So make sure to keep that in check. Okay, so, but sound wise, this is actually my favorite sounding Bluetooth in-ear that I own. Okay, I don't own very many yet, hopefully. But as of right now, for what I've heard, this is actually my favorite sound. Nice full bass. The bass sounds good, very full, very crisp, very detailed, very full, very smooth. The mids sound very, very nice, full as well, and just really creamy with nice texture. And then the treble isn't sibilant. There's some treble in there, but that bass, to me, that bass really, takes the cake. And you might not really worry too much about the treble or think about the treble just because the bass is so enveloping and so infectious to my ears. And it sounds a lot better than a lot of wired in-ears that I've heard as well, to tell you the truth. It's a very, very nice, full, deliberate sound. It's very, very good. With good soundstage too, good micro detail. Not the best in the world because you're on Bluetooth, of course. But what I'll tell you, to maximize the Bluetooth capabilities of this fantastic sounding in-ear is I use Tidal Hi-Fi lossless. So that's going to eke out as good quality of format of tracks as I can. So that's a big help as well. If I'm gonna listen to like 128 kbps, tracks, it's gonna be a little bit rough, of course, right? So, but if you're hooked up to the computer and you're able to hear, FLAC or DSD, you're good to go, okay? And even with regular MP3 tracks, it sounds really, really good. Okay, so couple comparisons. So I have the Axe Geo right here. This is the Vigor. Okay, really like these. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. More comfortable than the JLabs, I will say. Very nice hook, very easy, very pliable and it goes in the ear, rather sufficiently. But the sound does not compare to the JLabs. Okay. So these ones have more bass bloat. Unfortunately, mid-range is there, but it's just not as, clear and crisp and resolute as the Epic. Okay, but very good sounding for the price. I think they're going for like $50 now. These were available for like 20 before a little while ago, and at that price, it was to me very, very good for the price, right? But sounds good, but not as good as the Epic. All right. Next one I have, second last one, the Axio Sprint. Okay, so as far as I know, these are now discontinued. Okay, but I believe they replaced it with the Axio Spirit. Okay, so if you check out my review, I have links to all of these, to the Epic, to the Axio Vigor, and the Sprint, or the Spirit. Sorry, the Spirit. Okay, so with these ones are actually very, very nice sounding. Fit is not nearly as good. This is actually the worst fitting of the three, unfortunately. I put spin fit tips on here to help alleviate it, but just the way it's shaped, it looks like it's okay. Trust me, it looks like it's okay, but for my ears, it's really loose, and I have to go in there and readjust, and it's pretty lame. All right, but sound is good, very very clear and crisp, um, comparable to the JLab, but just just actually a little more detailed in sound, but not as quote musical. Okay. So, and then the bass isn't quite there as well. I think the JLab has very, very good bass, regardless of it being Bluetooth or regular in ear. Okay. So, but these have very good, crisp sound. Okay. Sounds very, very good. Um, Extended in the upper mid range a little bit, especially relative to the JLab, which has more of a, a balanced sound with a good heap of bass. This one has quality bass, but not quantity of bass. Okay, so that's a big deal. Okay, so but overall, I really like the sound of the JLab. It's my favorite sound Bluetooth so far that I've heard, and so maybe in the future, there will be a better sounding in ear to my ears. But right now, this takes the cake. It it doesn't look like much, but it is an amazing sound. Okay, so they let's see if I can find it. They were talking about like um, like a specific like marketing term. So they call it C3, crystal clear clarity. Technology delivers a crisp, clean, crisp, immersive sound with vibrant highs, blah, 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 pumping bass. Okay, okay. Huh? Marketing terms. Okay, that's cool. But, well, whatever is said, whatever they use, it sounds really good. You got the 8 millimeter drivers in here that really does pump out, bass. Now, if you're a bass head, I think it's pretty good for bass heads and those that like bass to their sound, to the music that they listen to, right? So if you're sensitive to bass, if you don't like bass, these might not be for you, okay? Because these are bassy. But I love the bass. It's very quality bass for what it is. For the price, I think it's very good. There's going to be an Epic 2 out But I was told from the rep that it'll be the exact same sound as the first version. Thank goodness, because the first version sounds very, very good. Okay. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. So I should be getting the two in soon, and then I can actually directly compare the two. And the two is available in like a white, like this, a teal, a black, and maybe a blue. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can get another color other than white for the two, and then I can compare the two that way. All right, but other than that, this is definitely worth a listen and audition something. Buy it if you don't like it, take it back. But I would at least give it a shot. Okay, sounds really, really good. Um, and other than that, that's it. All right, so hope you guys enjoy this, and it's a wrap. Have a great day, great night. Take care. Love you all, and peace.